Okay, so next up we have Fort Despair. If I'm looking at it correctly.
I wouldn't say it's a stinky map, but it is getting very close to having a bit of a stench to it.
Bro, it's like on the verge.
It's one of the maps that's been around since the start of the game, and I feel the meta's outgrown it quite a lot.
I think they're actually trying to rework this map.
If I were to rework this map, I'd definitely do more to the medium side, because it's really just an empty field with a couple of little things stuck in it. When the game first came out, this map was tolerable because no one knew how to play back then. I feel that the game has really outgrown this map, which is why I'd put it probably high ass.
Yeah, honestly, I think to fix this map, you need to make it a bit bigger as well. Because we're starting to get a theme here of, like, the smaller maps are in the lower tiers. I think it goes in ass tier. I don't know about you, Fred.
Yeah. I would personally agree with that, to be honest.
Next up, we've got Ghost Factory. It was removed in the last cycle, and for good reason, because I hate this map. I think the medium tank flank is too one-sided. The heavy tank flank just kind of sucks. This map is a steaming pile of feces.
No, I think Lennon has a point though. The medium route is absolutely shocking, and I think the one thing that's making this map suffer the most is probably just how bloody big it is. No one goes to that far black bit.
For very good reason, because that part of the map is just... What is so irrelevant?
And also, guys, the bloody factory, the whole thing that the map's based after, is so disconnected from the rest of the map.
The only thing it does is hold, well, on a encounter game, is that's where the base is.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can all agree on this thing being in our lowest tier.
Really? Is it that bad, though?
It is that bad.
Yeah,
I think for the video alone, it has to go in ass. Come on.
I don't think we can count the video even
the
for
secret
this.
tunnel. I'm thinking of all the battles I've had on this map, and I'm also not thinking of all the battles I've had on this map because I literally can't remember any of them. I think I agree. I think it has to go in steaming shite. Shocking map.
An awful map, yeah.
Mingin map.
So next up, we've got Hellas, another fairly new map by Wargaming. This map's kind of mediocre. It's not bad. I haven't got too much bad to say about it. I haven't got much good to say about it either, you know? Like, the medium flank is alright, the heavy tank flank is alright, and the middle is quite good, but I think it's got nothing special to write home about.
There's so much going on in this map. I think it's so overcrowded. There's so many, like, random objects. It makes it really annoying to play. I don't know if that's a valid complaint.
No, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
Okay, so I think we're all agreed on fairly low in the adequate pile.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah,
Let's put it bottom of adequate then.
It's not awful.
Now, next up, we've got Himmelsdorf.
Stinker.
Stinky map.
Worst heavy route in the game, possibly.
The medium flank is tolerable, but as medium flanks go, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's mainly just because it's completely flat. There's nothing.
Exactly.
There's no terrain on this map. Yeah. It's so horrible to play.
This map it's probably ass, in my opinion.
I'm leaning towards steaming shite, to be honest. I think it's
really
awful.
Okay.
Wow, I put it low ass, to be honest with you.
It's not on the same level as like the other maps we put in.
Bro, they're already so forgettable.
Maybe not.
Next up, we have the legendary, the unbelievable, the classic Lost Temple. Now, I know me and Tom hold a lot of value in this map, and then it got removed from the game.
It literally makes no sense us including this, because we haven't included Mirage.
If I speak on this subject, they might edit me out of the video.
Yeah, be very careful about what you say about
I'm going to be careful about my words here.
Yeah.
This map was pretty cool 7 years ago. The reason it was removed from the game is the game has grown past it. It's like, could you imagine nowadays if you're playing Lost Temple and you had to deal with a Type 71 and a VHC and you had a TV people up behind you on the medium flank.
But I just don't understand why Wargaming, when they removed it, they said, like, these maps are going to be reworked. Like, you can at least just say that they're not going to be back. Like, you don't need to tell us that they're going to be reworked. What a load of bollocks. To be honest, I feel like when they remove maps from the game like this, they could at least just keep them in rooms, because there's literally no point getting rid of them from the entire game. It's not like it's going to do any damage, people playing on it in a room. Let's be real.
That's true.
That medium flank was actually a really good medium flank.
I was
it was
about
the heavy
to say
tank flank that let it down massively.
The medium flank on this map might genuinely be one of the best ones in the game.
It is one of the best ones I think we've ever seen in the game.
Yeah,
it's so
I would
good.
literally agree.
I'd give it great maps purely out of nostalgia.
Yeah, I back the
I would totally agree.
It's going bottom of great maps though. Let's not get too
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not even in the game anymore.
Next
we have
map we've
Mayan
got
Ruins.
Mayan Ruins.
I know you guys like this map quite a bit, and I can see why you'd like it. That medium tank flank is, at the moment, probably one of the best in the game.
Based.
I think it still stands quite well to this day, considering its age. I don't think it's terrible. I think it's quite fun in some games, but the heavy route is a bit dry at times. I feel like there's just not much to do.
What I was gonna say though, guys, is that the best part about this map, the thing that makes me think that it's gotta be high tier, is the middle hill on this map is absolutely amazing.
Yes, it is.
It's so good.
It's one of the only places in World of Tanks Blitz that can be played well by any tank.
Yeah,
in the game.
it's so versatile. It's so good. And honestly, I would push it up to adequate just because of that bloody middle hill.
If Wargaming says, we're going to rework this map, we're going to fume.
Right, should we finalise on adequate then, guys?
Adequate.
I would agree on adequate. Next up, we have very interesting map. Middleburg.
Stinker.
I think we can all agree that this is a very two-halved kind of map.
It's so disconnected. Like the town is so far away from the hill.
And you know what makes it worse is the fact that Wargaming's made a HD, so you know they're not going to rework it anytime soon. So it's literally stuck being this awkward map for everyone to play.
To be fair, it's not as bad as some of the ones we've put. Like, it's not as bad as like the lowest of the low maps.
No, it's
I'd
not
put
that
it.
bad.
I'd put it in ass.
I'll put it high ass. Yeah.
High ass.
I would totally agree, to be honest with you.
Alright.
Next up, we've got mines.
Absolute steaming shite.
No.
It's so bad. I don't know what's saving it. Like, the only thing about it is just the middle hill.
I feel this map for medium tanks, you really should be going over to the ocean side of the map, because that's where a really good fight can happen.
That
and I
side's
feel
so bad. It's so
not.
bad.
It's not. You need to hear me out on this. It's a really good side of the map.
No, it's not.
Except for
I can't believe what I'm
for the
hearing.
TDs. No. I see mines pop up when I press the battle button, and I do not go, oh.
I'm not having it. This is, for me, this is steaming shite.
You can put it down there, but personally I'm going to put it intolerable, because I can tolerate that map.
Right, what about you, Fred?
I think I'm leaning more towards Leonard's opinion than yours, Tom, to be honest. I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's awful.
Man.
But it's not it's not brilliant, let's be real. It's a pretty old map.
Right, so
okay.
I'm thinking,
To be honest,
if Fred thinks
I
tolerable, should we put it in ass then?
I think
we
high
compromise
ass.
in the middle and we put mines in ass.
Right, okay,
Yeah.
it's in ass.
Now,
Right,
this
next
one
up.
right here, Moledijk. If you ignore this map being bigger than it needs to be, it's quite a good map.
Yes.
I feel you could shave each of the far flanks, and if you just scale down the size of the city so that ruins section right at the edge didn't exist, that'd be good. And I feel just cutting down the size of the map by about maybe 150 meters on each side would make this map probably the best map in the game.
I almost
That is
agree
wild.
with you, but I think the one thing, if you shave down the map, I think the one thing still dragging it down is how, like, unversatile and boring the medium route is.
What are you thinking, Fred? I know you haven't played it that much, but...
I mean, I feel like high adequate maybe. It's not too. It's just kind of like you said, a bit too big.
I'd definitely rate it above some of the. I'd rate it above all of the ones that we put in adequate so far, actually.
Really? Damn.
Definitely.
Alright,
Yeah,
I'll back adequate then. Oh, should we put it top of adequate?
Yeah.
I think it might be
Top
better.
of
Yeah, that's
adequate,
high. I
maybe.
think.